Yo, what's up, man? This is Maalik runs from Down to Hangout FM. How you guys doing? I know I've been away from a while, and I'm so sorry for that. But I would like to say I really appreciate you guys. 200 subscribers, wow. I remember when we first started, and we didn't have that much. But now that we have a little bit of a growing audience, I know 200 doesn't sound like a lot, but trust me, it is. And we really appreciate you guys. And obviously the views is crazy. 6.3 views on one video and 1.6 on another. That's crazy. I never thought we could get this far, but me and Dante and everybody else, everybody, we all appreciate you guys for coming in and stopping by. Even though the content hasn't been consistent, even though we got things, trying to figure it out, editors and whatnot, we really appreciate you guys for stopping by. I got a special video for you guys today. My most anticipated movies of 2025. I'm pretty sure Dante is going to do his video, or maybe not. This might be the main video. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Most movies I don't know about. I just seen the trailer for them, and I'm just going to tell you that I'm looking forward to it. You know, depending on who's in the movie, the actress, the director, doesn't really matter. Whoever's in it is in it. There's a lot of movies on my list that I'm looking forward to, whether it's a musical or whether it's a cartoon. So you stay with me. I got my top 10 waiting for you right here. We're going to start off with number 1. Obviously, I'm going to put it in the month category. I know it's January. We're going to start off with January. Obviously, each month doesn't have, obviously, I'm not going to do it every month. I'm just going to start off. That's how I'm going to do my top 10. And obviously, in January, Wolfman. I'm not a fan of horror. I'm pretty sure some of you guys know I'm not a fan of horror. But this trailer, like another trailer that we're going to talk about sooner rather than later. This trailer was put really well. I was like, this whole Wolfman, this whole monster universe, I remember they was trying to do. I know this is not the monster universe that they were trying to start back at Universal, but the Wolfman is one of those creatures that's part of kind of like in that universe with the mommy. Obviously, my favorite, Brendan Fraser. Like he's one of the reasons why I wanted to become an actor. Watching Brendan Fraser in those mommy movies. Frankenstein. The zombies. You get the idea. Dracula, vampires, whatever. And I never been a fan of those types of movies other than the mommy movies. But this one, the trailer was really cut well. You got Julia Garner in this movie, so you have amazing actress in this movie. So you can't go wrong with when you have somebody as talented as Julia Garner in this movie. So yeah, I'm not too familiar with anybody else on this movie, on this casting call. For me, as long as you have one person in here that I can recognize and I know she can pull out a good performance, I'm gonna go see it. Especially, when I have a channel, I have to expand my portfolio of movies that I watch. Obviously I watch drama. Obviously, you guys know I'm used to be an actor. Not really an actor right now. I'm working on my comic book thing right now. But as an actor, you gotta expand your stuff, your portfolio. So that's what I'm gonna do for you guys. It's body horror. So obviously it's werewolf horror, regular horror, body horror. It's gonna be that type of thing. Not my thing, but for you guys, I'm gonna expand my thing a little bit. So yeah, that's one. Now number 2, what we talk about. We're a superhero channel. Captain America: Brave New World. Oh my goodness. We all know Marvel. Okay, we know. You guys know how I feel about Marvel. As a comic book creator, as a person who just loves superheroes. Okay, who just grew up on superheroes. It's a crazy thing with these Marvel movies. Especially, I'm probably gonna beat this into a dead horse because I got a whole bunch of other Marvel movies on this list, but it's people want the old Marvel to come back, and I don't think that's a thing anymore. You know what I mean? I don't think that's a time. That was a time in like the Chicago Bulls in the 90s. Like it was a thing. Like the Lakers in the 2000s. That's a time, and there was a place. And I think Marvel, that was a time and a place. Like, when you're so used to, yeah, you see Anthony Mackie in those movies, but you seen Chris Evans more. You know what I mean? You see Robert Downey Jr. more. You see Chris Hemsworth more. The original six, you see them more. And I guess the only person that can have a movie outside of those people and people will still go out to see it and people will still love it is, of course, Tom Holland as Spider-Man. Because, you know, it's one, it's Tom Holland, and two, it's Spider-Man. People gonna come out for Spider-Man regardless. But yeah, Captain America, this movie has had a lot of reshoots, and we don't know where this movie is gonna go. I really don't. I hate. It's crazy that I'm saying this right now. You know, especially with our review of WandaVision, where I said I loved everything about that. It's crazy how we come so far to the point where we can't trust Marvel anymore. You know, like, of course I like movies more than other people did. Like, I like the Eternals more than most people did. Now, is it the best Marvel movie? No, not really. No, but did I like it? Did I like it most than other stuff? Yeah. But Captain America, obviously we have Anthony Mackie. We're gonna have Harrison Ford in the movie taking over for Thunderbolt Ross. So we gonna have to see. We're definitely gonna have to see, like the other Marvel movies that are on this list. We're just gonna have to see. Okay, number 3 on my list. This movie comes out in April. Sinner. This trailer. Now this trailer right here was so well cut. This was the most well cut trailer I have ever seen, you know, in a very long time. Because most trailers nowadays, they want to give you the whole thing, and I don't even know what's happening. And I don't know what they're being attacked. I don't know if they're being attacked by vampires. I don't know if they're being attacked by zombies. I don't know what creature is causing them to I don't know what's going on in this movie. That's the trailer that was put before us. If you saw the trailer, this movie was so crazy. You know, you got Michael B. Jordan in this. You got Haley Steinfeld. You have if you've seen this guy, you'll see him. You'll know him. Omar Benson Miller. You've seen him. You've seen him before. But you got Michael B. Jordan in this movie, and we know what Michael B. Jordan is going to do, what he's going to bring into the screen. We know what Haley Steinfeld is going to bring. But we know what Ryan Coogler, as a director and a writer, is going to do. This was like, this might be our replacement for Blade. You know what I mean? This might be our replacement for Blade, because Blade was supposed to come out. Blade was supposed to come out ages ago. But this movie, it was cut so, like, I'm looking at the trailer right now, and I'm pretty sure when we edit this video, we're going to throw a little bit of teaser in we're going to throw a little bit of trailer up there to make sure you guys see what we're seeing. Like, I'm looking at the trailer right now. I don't even know what's going on. Obviously, Michael B. Jordan might be playing twins. Now, I heard that the other guy that that Michael B. Jordan is playing, the twin. This is what I heard. I heard, what's that brother's name? The guy who played in Creed. I'm trying to figure out who this guy's name is. Jonathan Majors. There we go. Jonathan Majors. I heard Jonathan Majors was going to play the other brother instead of it's going to be twins. That's what I've heard. But this, oh my goodness, I can't wait for Sinner. This trailer is so put together, and like I said with the Wolfman, horror is usually not my thing, but oh my goodness, I can't resist this. Coming out March 7th. My girl comes in on March 25th, so me and her, we definitely gonna watch this movie together. I'm gonna wait. Okay, like, I'm gonna have to wait for my girl to see this. I want to be with my girl when I see this. But yeah, this trailer was so good. This trailer was so good, and it's got me interested in, even though horror isn't my thing at all. So yeah, that's my number 3, Sinners. Yeah, man. Let's get into our number 4, The Thunderbolts. Okay, another Marvel movie. We know Florence Pugh. Okay, we know Sebastian Stan. We know David Harbour. We know Harrison Ford. We know all these people who are going to be in this movie. It feels to me as if they're going with that Suicide Squad type of feel, more of the James Gunn version of the Suicide Squad movie, because you got David Harbour and Sebastian. You got David Harbour, you got the goofy guy. Like that's how it feels like they're trying to combine the two. Those two genres, those two, like the goofy, the comedy, but then they're also like, they seem like they're about to go into that comedy, but then they trying to keep it, like the Winter Soldier, Civil War type of role. They trying to keep it in that realm. But yeah, the Thunderbolts, like I said about Captain America Brave New World, is trying to go into that. It's that same thing. I got to know, like, once I see that movie, I'm pretty sure, even though I go into movies, not trying to go into movies, trying to paint a picture, I think I got a feeling of how this movie's gonna go, and I just gotta be open-minded. Because Marvel has let us down, and I think you should. I know you should be open-minded, but then you should also go into this movie, shielded, in a sense. But yeah, that's my fourth movie, The Thunderbolts. Yeah, we're gonna have to see. Now for my fifth most anticipated movie, Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I did not like Dead Reckoning that much, because I brought my feelings into Fallout with Dead Reckoning, and I did not. And I know I shouldn't have done that, because I usually go into movies with a clear mind. But I was like, man, if I get Fallout again, I'm gonna get, man, I can't, man. Dead Reckoning is gonna be amazing, and that was on me. I should have treated it as if it was its own movie. But I hope the movie does fantastic. I still love moments of Dead Reckoning, especially the stunts. I really love the stunts, and I hope I get a little bit more of that in Final Reckoning. Tom Cruise is going to bring it, as always, as Ethan Hunt. And I wonder if Ethan Hunt is going to die in this movie. I wonder if Tom Cruise is going to have that Daniel Craig moment in James Bond, in that last James Bond movie. I wonder if he's going to have that. Because the movie is the trailer points to, like, Ethan Hunt might die. It's like the trailer really focuses on that, and I wonder if he actually will avoid dying or have a close death experience, or he actually dies. I wonder if they're gonna flirt with that a little bit. But yeah, Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. I want to like it, and unlike Dead Reckoning Part 1, I'm not gonna go in here with what I had baggage from the first movie. I mean, the first movie, because I really like the first Mission Impossible. But I'm not going to bring that baggage like I did with Dead Reckoning when I watched Fallout. I'm going to watch this movie as a solo movie, and then I'm going to critique from there. Now for my sixth most anticipated movie, Superman, with James Gunn. Okay, this one, I'm really looking forward to seeing what James Gunn does with this version of Superman. We've seen the trailers, we've seen the suits. There's things about the trailer that I really love. I really love Superman. Obviously, people like to exaggerate Zack Snyder's Superman of not saving people. Henry Cavill saved a few people, but I'm gonna be honest with you, let a lot of people die. I ain't gonna lie. You did not need to jump over that old gasoline, that old gasoline trailer, and just let it blow up and behind you, and then kill, just destroy your whole block. You did not need to do that. I know why Zack Snyder did it, for cameras, and he wanted that shot. I understand, but when it comes to like making Superman, I just feel Superman would have just picked it up and then just put it up to the side or whatnot. But James Gunn's Superman, he said he's going to bring up that hope again. And all-star Superman. I just can't wait for this one. I can't wait for the other heroes that get introduced in this movie as well. Green Lantern, Mr. Terrific, Hawk Girl, and obviously Lex Luthor. Okay, Lex Luthor. Woo! Lex Luthor. Oh my goodness, Nicholas Holt as Lex Luthor, and I think that's a good pick. I'm gonna be honest with you. He's very obviously he's used to superhero content as he played Beast in those X-Men movies. So he's already got a feel for superhero movies. Same thing with Nathan Fillion. Nathan Fillion was in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. So everybody's familiar with Superman, and I ain't gonna. David Cornsweet is like they got a younger version of Henry Cavill. Like, like it literally looks like if you put them side by side, it looks like they just got a younger version of Henry Cavill. And there's moments of this movie where you just get that Superman again, where you feel that hope again. And there's some shots that look very similar to Zack Snyder. So maybe James Gunn, he's gonna do his own thing, but simultaneously he's trying to make the Snyder fans a little bit happy. And if you are a Snyder fan, I hope you're happy that you get that, you get a little couple, because there's a couple shots that look similar to Zack Snyder's shots, especially when David Cornsweet's version of Superman breaks the sound barrier. It looks really Zack Snyder-ish. And also, we get to see Crypto for the first time in live action, I believe. And so you can't be wrong with seeing Crypto. Everybody loves dogs, so you can't be mad with that. So yeah, that's my 6th movie, Superman by James Gunn. Now for my 7th most anticipated movie of 2025 is the Fantastic Four: First Steps. If Captain America and Thunderbolts aren't the make and break for this movie, I truly believe this is the make and break for Marvel, because this is the Marvel's first family. And you kind of threw everybody in here. You got Pedro Pascal, you got Julia Gardner, you got Vanessa Kirby. Also, which is, by the way, Julia Gardner is going to be in my first anticipated movie of 2025, The Wolfman, and Vanessa Kirby also reprising her role in Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. You also got some new guys that I haven't seen before. Joseph Quinn, I believe, playing Johnny Storm. He was not, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, when it came down to making this list, this is not the Fantastic Four that I that I thought was gonna be on the silver screen, but it is. And yeah, especially Joseph Quinn, he wasn't my first choice. Dacre Montgomery from Stranger Things was my choice to play the Human Torch. I know other people had Zac Efron, but I really think Dacre Montgomery, especially his role in Stranger Things, where he's playing that quippy kind of asshole kind of guy, I think he played that character perfect, and I think that character is perfect for Johnny Storm. I'm not familiar with Joseph Quinn in movies he's been in. I know he was in Game of Thrones. He was in Stranger Things as well. Look at that. I guess I gotta catch up on my Stranger Things. Maybe he was in the final season, or he was brought up to that final season where I haven't got to that point yet. Also, he's in Gladiator 2. Haven't watched that movie, and also in A Quiet Place. So, hey, I'm gonna check those movies out, and then I'm definitely gonna see, get a look at what he does. But again, like I said, he wasn't my first choice to play Johnny Storm, because I already had Dacre Montgomery as my choice, and of course Pedro Pascal was not my first choice. I'm not gonna lie, I had John Hamm as my choice to play Mr. Fantastic before I came into the realization that John Krasinski would actually make a good Mr. Fantastic. That was my Mr. Fantastic at first, with John Hamm. But this movie, if those first 2 movies aren't the make and break for Marvel, this one most definitely is, because you guys you went outfield with some characters, and then with Pedro Pascal's Mr. Fantastic, and then you with the female Silver Surfer as Julia Gardner, you kind of went out of your way, with these picks. So we are definitely gonna see well, what we get with with the Fantastic Four, because this is definitely going to be, in my opinion, this is going to be the make and break for Marvel if this movie does not go well. Because if this movie doesn't go well, I don't really think anybody wants to see those Avengers movies that come after. For our eighth most anticipated movie of 2025 is probably one that you guys didn't see coming. But since I'm a fan of this person, I'm going to have to go watch this movie. It's Michael. Now, if you guys know anything about this movie, Michael is based off of the King of Pop, Michael Jackson. Obviously, Joseph's in somewhere in there. But yeah, Michael Joseph Jackson. If anybody knows me, everybody knows that I'm a Michael Jackson fan. And anything Michael Jackson related, I'm definitely going to see, especially when his nephew is playing him. You know, especially he looks identical to him. And I'm pretty sure this movie is going to be, it's not going to be the whole life of Michael, I believe. It's just going to be in that thriller era where Michael Jackson really, where the world saw Michael Jackson as Michael Jackson. Now, obviously, the bad era was a thing of its own, but Thriller was that was the catalyst, and that was I can't wait to see the stories between him and Paul McCartney and him buying his rights to the Beatles and whatnot. And I wonder if they're going to tell those stories, and maybe we find out some other stories that that we haven't heard or anything about. But yeah, Michael is my most anticipated movie. It's number 8. Everybody knows I'm a Michael Jackson fan, so I'm really looking forward to that. Okay, for our 9th most anticipated movie of 2025, we have Ballerina. Okay, if you guys don't know what Ballerina is, it is a John Wick spinoff with Ana de Armas as the main lead. I love Ana de Armas in James Bond, No Time to Die. I love her as a performer in that movie. I loved her scenes for the little bit that she was in there. She was really a great performer in that movie, and I can't wait to see what she does in this movie. Watching the trailers, you can see the spirit of those John Wick movies incorporated in Ballerina. So if I get a little bit more of that, I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be really good with that movie. It doesn't matter, I didn't like 4 as much as 3, and I definitely didn't like it as much as 1. But if Ballerina is 2, is John Wick 2, and if it's a little step lower than John Wick 4, for me, it's a pass, and I'm gonna like the movie regardless. Okay, for our final most anticipated movie of 2025 is Avatar 3, Fire and Ash. Okay, we gonna get a new set of Na'vi in this movie. It's gonna be a little bit of a doozy when it comes to this movie. We don't know the plot. We don't have a trailer. Right now I can only go off of casting and whatnot. Obviously Sam Worthington, obviously coming back as Jake Sully, Zoe Saldana coming back as her character. I'm gonna have to see a little bit more. I'm gonna be honest, again, it's a current theme, I guess, with this list. I didn't like these movies when it came down to the sequels. For me, I believe that Avatar 2 came a little Way of Water, came out a little bit too late. You know what I'm saying? Like the Indiana Jones movie, like those two late Indiana Jones movies. I think those movies came out a little bit past that time point, and same thing with Way of Water. It came a little bit way past. Like, I was surprised when my woman told me that Way of Water came out in 2022, and it's 2025. I was like, wait, hold on, Way of Water came out in 2022, and it's about to be 20. Like that, that's a little bit more realistic. But when I found out that Avatar 2 came in 2008, and it was now, and then Way of Water came out in 2022, I was like, yeah, those are those times. I think the fact that Fire and Ash is coming a little bit closer, and you have that Way of Water in your mind, where you can actually, okay, you can recall, or you can just go back on memories. It's easier to process. But obviously, we know James Gunn, this is a marvel. Okay, from cinematography points, it's gonna be, you already know what it's gonna be with a James Cameron movie. Since we don't have a trailer to go off on, or we don't have visuals to go off on, we just have to look at it for what it is. And these movies are going to, I believe that this is going to be probably my favorite. I'm going to write on that. I think Avatar 3 might be my favorite, because since, that time gap isn't there, So, yeah, that's my most anticipated movies of 2025. Again, I would like to thank everybody for everyone who subscribed, our 200 subscribers, and the people who just watched, the 6.2 or 6.3, excuse me, and the 1.6, all you guys, and the people from our past videos, and the people who comment. We really appreciate you guys for stopping by, and we want to make sure that we give you the best entertainment possible. Okay. With that being said, God bless and stay safe.